kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
Chapter 1. The Dream of the Ocean. In the serene waters of Coral Cove, where the waves gently lapped against the shore and the sun sparkled on the surface, lived a young sea turtle named Tom. Tom was an adventurous and curious turtle, always eager to explore the vast ocean that stretched out beyond the cove. He had heard countless stories from his grandmother about the wonders of the deep sea, the colorful coral reefs, the mysterious shipwrecks, and the schools of fish that shimmered like rainbows. One evening, as Tom sat on a rock watching the sunset, he turned to his grandmother and said, "Grandma, I want to travel the ocean and see all the amazing things you've told me about. But how can I ever make that happen?" His grandmother, a wise and gentle turtle, smiled warmly. "Tom, my dear, dreams like that take time and planning, but with patience and determination, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Let me show you how to create a long-term plan." Chapter 2. The Long-Term Plan. The next morning, Tom and his grandmother sat down with a piece of parchment and a quill to make a plan. His grandmother explained that to achieve a big dream, like traveling the ocean, Tom would need to set a long-term savings goal and break it down into smaller, manageable steps. "First," she said, "you need to figure out how much it will cost to travel the ocean. You'll need to save for food, supplies, and maybe even a small boat. Then, you can set a goal for how much you need to save each month to reach that amount." Tom listened carefully, his mind buzzing with ideas. He decided to set a goal of saving 1,000 seashells over the next 5 years. He would save 20 seashells each month, and any extra he earned would go into a special savings jar. His grandmother also taught Tom some tips for saving money, like cutting back on unnecessary expenses and finding ways to earn extra seashells. "If you stay focused," she said, "you can reach your goal and make your dream come true." Chapter 3. The First Savings. That month, Tom received his allowance of 30 seashells. He carefully counted out 20 seashells and put them into his savings jar. The remaining 10 seashells he used to buy a few treats and a small toy. But he made sure not to spend more than he had planned. As he dropped the 20 seashells into the jar, Tom felt a sense of pride. He was one step closer to his dream. He placed the jar on a shelf in his room where he could see it every day, a constant reminder of his goal. Chapter 4. The Temptation. The first few months of Tom's savings plan were challenging. He was used to spending his allowance on treats and toys, and the temptation to buy more was strong. Every time he passed the market, the smell of fresh seaweed snacks wafted through the air, making his mouth water. But Tom was determined. He reminded himself of his dream and focused on the things he wanted to save for. He found other ways to satisfy his cravings, like picking fresh seaweed from the ocean or making his own snacks at home. By the end of the first year, Tom had successfully saved 240 seashells. He felt proud of himself for sticking to his plan, even though it had been challenging. Chapter 5. The Setback. Everything went smoothly though. One month, Tom accidentally spent 30 seashells on a new shell necklace he saw at the market. It was a beautiful necklace with intricate patterns and shiny pearls. Tom couldn't resist buying it, but when he got home, He realized he had only 10 seashells left to save. Feeling disappointed, Tom sat down and thought about what had happened. He knew that he had let his impulse get the better of him, but he also knew that setbacks were a normal part of saving. "It's okay, Tom," he told himself. "You can still reach your goal. Just keep saving and you'll get there." The next month, Tom was extra careful with his spending. He avoided the market altogether and focused on finding free activities to enjoy, like swimming in the cove or playing games with his friends. Chapter 6. The Rewards. As the months went by, Tom's savings jar began to fill up. He had saved 500 seashells, and he was halfway to his goal. He felt a deep sense of satisfaction as he counted the seashells, knowing that his hard work and discipline were paying off. One day, Tom's grandmother noticed the jar and asked about it. "What are you saving for, Tom?" she asked. Tom explained his long-term plan and his dream of traveling the ocean. His grandmother smiled and said, "I'm so proud of you, Tom. Saving money is an important skill, and it's wonderful to see you working so hard toward your goal." Tom felt a warm glow of happiness. He knew that his grandmother's support meant a lot, and it gave him the motivation to keep going. Chapter 7. The Big Purchase. After 5 years of saving, Tom finally had enough seashells to buy a small boat and the supplies he needed for his ocean adventure. He carefully counted out the 1,000 seashells he had saved and placed them in a small pouch. Then, with his grandmother by his side, he went to the market to make his purchase. The boat was even more beautiful than Tom had imagined. It was made of sturdy wood, with a smooth deck and a shiny mast. Tom's heart raced as he handed over the pouch of seashells to the vendor. "Congratulations, Tom," the vendor said with a smile. "You've worked hard for this. Enjoy your ocean adventure." Tom felt a surge of pride as he took hold of the boat. He couldn't wait to set sail and explore the ocean. Chapter 8. The First Voyage. The next morning, Tom set off on his first voyage. The sun was shining and the water sparkled like diamonds. Tom's heart pounded with excitement as he sailed out of Coral Cove and into the open ocean. As he sailed, Tom saw all the amazing things his grandmother had told him about. The colorful coral reefs, the mysterious shipwrecks, and the schools of fish that shimmered like rainbows. He felt a deep sense of satisfaction as he realized that his dream had come true. Chapter 9. The Next Goal. With his first voyage behind him, Tom began to think about his next goal. He had learned so much from his long-term savings plan: patience, discipline, and the joy of achieving something through hard work. He knew that with careful planning and determination, he could achieve anything he set his mind to. One evening, as he sat on the deck of his boat with his grandmother, Tom said, "Grandma, I think I want to save up for something even bigger, like a trip to the Great Barrier Reef. It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful places in the ocean." If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.